my wife turn into such a beep around and the age keeps on shifting. We'll just say 65 to be kind. Remember I told you I could tell you what age men would make good spouses and it would disappoint you? I now want to disappoint you. It is after 40. Some of you are going like, what's been happening all the other time? You don't want to know. After 40. You see what happens after 40 is our testosterone starts to drop. By 45, it drops significantly. And when our testosterone starts to drop, the estrogen levels in our life suddenly become significant. And now we can feel and see things we never saw before. Remember that tough guy you were married to? Occasionally you would take him out to see a chick flick, and he will moan and whine through the whole movie because nothing is blowing up. And you're like sitting there and he did something and he promised you a chick flick and you took him. And you took your 45-year husband to this chick and you're sitting there waiting for the shoe to drop because he's going to start moaning. And all of a sudden in the middle of the flick, you hear, and you go, are you crying? And he goes, no, there's something in my eye. Oh my goodness. And he doesn't know what the hell's happening because he's feeling crap he's never felt before and he can't even control it. It's amazing stuff. He sees Sports Center things and he sees the touching stories on Sports Center and he starts to do this. He's like, what's happening with me? Oh my God. And now suddenly he can read you and now he has conversation and now you have the guy you always thought you have. You see my husband? We talk. We get along. This is great. This is the marriage I always wanted. Oh my God. Then in the middle of bliss, the greatest time of your life, nature screws you. Nature drops your estrogen. Remember estrogen? Does everybody have enough? Is everybody safe? No, I'll rather you have new clothes than me. No, I'll rather sacrifice this for the family. Everybody else first. And suddenly when estrogen drops in your female structure, for the first time you wake up one morning and you go, what about me? And suddenly your sensitivities start to drop. And now he comes home and he goes, where's dinner? And you're like, cook your damn dinner yourself. He's like, oh my God, what's happening with you? You really changed. I don't know. Are you crying again, you sissy? You don't think I know you've been crying at Sports Center? I've been watching you. I know you. I think I need a real man. I think I need a younger man. It's kind of interesting. Irony of life. We started out 2 different points. And I couldn't see what you saw. And I couldn't feel what you felt. Because my chemical configuration was different. And slowly, nature brought me around to you. For the first time, although it was late for me, I saw what you saw, I felt what you felt. And then eventually nature brought you around to understand me. Your estrogen drops, and suddenly you knew why I didn't care because now you no longer care either. And this is what we now know. As our eyes dim, our muscles lose their strength, our hair falls out. By the time this life of dance is over, I can guarantee you one good thing. Whether male or female, black or white, by the time you go into the grave, you all go there pretty screwed up.